Here at God Family Guns, we've been following the ammo shortage very closely and letting you know really kind of what's out there and what you can expect when you're trying to find your ammo. Now what we found is, for the most part, the ammo shortage is coming to an end, but there's a lot of ammo that's still a little hit and miss. So what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the 5 calibers that, for the most part, the ammo shortage, it is over. You'll always be able to find these calibers in abundance. Number 1, 9mm. 9mm is of abundance for a couple reasons. Number 1, it's a NATO standard. All major ammo manufacturers are focusing on standard ammunition. 9mm being one of the only handgun caliber NATO standards out there. Of course, they're amping it up. The other reason is 9mm was the most purchased caliber during all the gun panic buying. So 9mm, those ammo manufacturers are pumping out 9mm more than anything else. Number 2, 10mm. 10mm, for some reason, I've always been able to find. From the moment the ammo shortage started to the moment that we're in right now, I have never had a problem finding 10mm. It's always there. It's always of abundance. Oftentimes, I find that it's one of the only handgun calibers that I find on the shelves, but it's always available. Never had a hard time finding 10mm. Never have. I believe I never will. Number 3, 5.56. Again, for 2 reasons. Similar to 9mm, it's a NATO standard. They're pumping out a lot of NATO standard ammo. 5.56 being the most high demand rifle caliber with military and police around the world. So of course they're pumping it out. As well as ARs were the most purchased rifles during the gun panic buying, similar to 9mm. So of course 5.56 is being made probably in abundance like 9mm, just a rifle version. Number 4, 12 gauge. Now 12 gauge, again, never had a problem finding it. If you added 12 gauge, you know exactly what I'm saying. Every single time I looked for ammo, sometimes the only really hunting ammo or self-defense ammo I could find is in 12 gauge, but oftentimes what I would see is there would be an entire aisle of shelves of different types of 12 gauge ammo, and then just right across the aisle, just empty shelves. Always an abundance of 12 gauge ammo. The ammo shortage, I don't think, ever began with 10mm or 12 gauge. And finally, number 5, 22 Magnum. Now that's kind of a strange cartridge to throw out there. Now, out of the rimfire rounds, 22 Magnum seems to be the one that is always readily available. Now 22 LR, I really haven't had a problem finding 22 LR, but a lot of people are sharing from around the country that they are having a hard time finding 22 LR. And to be quite honest, the last few times that I went and looked for ammo, I couldn't find 22 LR either. But 22 Magnum, always there. And I don't really have a lot of guesses as far as why there's an abundance of 22 Magnum ammo, other than I just don't think a lot of people purchase 22 Magnum rifles or handguns for that matter. So therefore there's a ton of that ammo just sitting around being unused. So there you go. There's the 5 calibers that I believe the ammo shortage is officially over on. You should never have any problems finding these 5. If you ever go to a store and you can't find one of these 5, I recommend the store down the road. It will have these 5. So there you go. If there's some that I missed, or if you disagree on some of these, definitely put it in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel to Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God Family and Guns, and as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.